Go.
So halfway flag showing. I don't think the time is going to allow it based on as fast as Javier rides. Javier riding for Brindley Plumbing, which is his sponsor.
They are a local plumbing company here for DFW, Texas, for anybody out here locally. Brindley Plumbing, I mean, they are one of the best out here. I know those guys personally, and they have a very, very, very high amount of experience, and anything that you guys may need for that, make sure you go hit Brindley Plumbing up.
You never need a plumber until you need a plumber.
Javier coming on through on the inside.
Javier's mom on the beach, really, really excited for her son.
Rhea Bonita out there. Lily Wright coming on through on that 43 ski, followed by Javier Falcone on the 106.
Now that's a good-looking ski, and she's in front of Javier. So did she pass and we not know it?
I think she is actually running, and
she's older, or is she younger?
No, they are running the same class. They're
okay.
13, 15, 4 strokes. Yeah, they're all. This is one class.
Superjet everything.
Yep, 4-stroke Superjet class.
All the same age, no mix of ages.
Let's see, they look like they run from 14 to 15 here. Yeah, so 14, 13, 14, 11, and 15. Bentley's out there at 11 years old, out there racing it up with these guys on that 319 boat coming on through. Bentley Cox joining us all the way from Plasma, Nebraska. Here comes that Hendricks boy on that sports spec boat.
So Cooper, when I was talking about race of the day candidate, you know, and he's watching. Cooper pays attention to everything going on. He listens to us too, and he's sitting there saying, "Okay, so the Smith boy is fine. Okay, the Popers fine. Nothing to Cooper. Cooper will start on that HX, and he will give it everything he's got, the whole race, and whatever he thinks he needs to do to make race of the day, he'll do it. I promise you."
If there was a trophy for sportsman-like conduct, that boy would get it.
And Casey's kind of raising her hands up like, my goodness, are you just... I'm here too. Skinny Casey Moore.
She's like, those boys' heads are getting so big, I don't know if they're going to go past the band.
Watch this. To talk about Skinny, Skinny's one of the best starters in the business. If you put Skinny on a boat that will jump up from underneath the band, and there's a lot of technical, but motor power to pump to get the ski to go underneath the band first beyond all the other ones. Okay, that's what I mean. So it's the shots, the camera shots that you get. The band is popped. One ski is like all the way out in front of everybody else. We call that sleeping on the line. Skinny will catch you sleeping on the line almost every time.
And speaking of Skinny, yesterday was her birthday. I think 21 years of age now for Skinny. Happy birthday, Skinny.
She told me she's been 25 twice today.
No. But, hey, I do want to say something, though. Skinny, so she's just gotten back into racing here with us this season in full hammer down. I will say, she's racing 2 junior boys out here right now. Her first race of the season, spring break in Orange, Texas. She podiumed out, and it was a largest class payout, and she donated every cent back to the Junior Stars program for those boys that are out there with her right now.
And that money could have been used to fix her boat, which did have a problem that weekend. She used my boat on Sunday, I believe.
Right.
But the spark plug actually broke in the head, and it ruined the head and the top of the piston. The spark plug banged on top of the piston, ruining her motor.
That's what you call a bad weekend.
And she's been battling from that ever since. This is the best her boat's run all year, most consistent. She finished 3rd this morning. She wants to put something together today. The band is popped. Band is taut. Everybody's ready. Band pops, acceleration. Hendricks got a horrible start.
But that just shows the character of the riders out there. Skinny out there just riding and just the pure joy of the sport.
So Hendricks gathering it up after that slow start.
Side by side.
Cooper does get the edge, though.
Watch him close, but watch Skinny coming on the outside. Hammer down, though, on Skinny.
Now there's 3 of them.
Side by side. Watch them as they come through the option here.
Hendricks goes wide on the corner.
It's Cooper on the outside also.
Cooper's on the inside, running the buoys tight. Hendricks running them loose. Skinny running tight. They are dead even, 1 and 2.
Skinny coming around. This is going to be really tight between Cooper and Skinny as they come through the...
I think Skinny has it. Skinny has the hole shot right now. Skinny Moore. Casey Moore with the hole shot.
Atta girl Skinny taking that hole shot on the 111 boat.
Third to first.
Look at us talking her up right there.
First to third. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, there's no quit in any one of these people. All they know is go.
That's it right here. Live action jet ski racing, Weatherford, Texas. This is it right here. Our sports bet class getting ready to rock and roll. Race number 5, though, race number 5 is out there right now, sports bet. Race 6, runabout beginners. You guys should start making your way to the line, please. Runabout beginner class. Come on, down to the line. Large class.
We got business to take care of here, guys, but the racing on the course right now is great. Hendricks making a move on Cooper on the outside. Hendricks Smith even with Cooper Caldwell on the outside.
Hey, BB.
Cooper shuts the door on Hendricks. Now they're on the outside. Casey on the inside. Hendricks making it to the inside now.
Watch these boys close as they're battling out.
Hendricks now running a tighter line on the inside. Cooper running a tight line on the outside. Folks, you can throw a rag on these first 3 riders.
Watch them as they come through the merge here. Cooper comes around. Hendricks looking at that last buoy.
Merge buoy up.
You got a boat or 2 total by the time they come and sink in. Gasparoni, you cooking pepperonis down there? He said his neck, his calf, he's ready to race. Joining us right here in Weatherford, Texas, all the way from Lake Havasu, Arizona, the birthplace of jet ski racing, just about. Hey, wait, what are you doing to Adrian's ski there? That's a part ski. We're going to make it go real fast.
Yeah, the pump's already been drug off of it this morning, and now they're robbing spark plug wires off of it.
Those are spares.
I sure wish I could have that spare hand pole on it.
Oh, we can get a wrench. Oh, we love him. That's the Fisk. The Fiskinator. All right, we got a sports bet class out there.
JP doing his Halloween impression of the Great Cornholio.
I am Kong Julio from Texas.
Yeah.
All right, sports spec out there underway. We got the 111 out front. That's Skinny. Cooper Caldwell cruising up.
No, Cooper pulled out.
Oh,
it's only Hendricks.
No, Cooper's on the back out there.
We got a rider down. I'm sorry.
That's Hendricks. Yeah, you're right.
So Hendricks pulled over, but not off.
Cooper had an eject.
So apologize on that. If someone from the Caldwell tent can come over and fill us in, sorry. We were playing with the
Gasparoni
and Lennon. Yeah, what he thought was solid definitely was not solid.
And it said Watercross of Texas on it. I would have trusted it.
But I tell you what, that Caldwell boy, when he comes off a ski, he is back on it faster than most. Because I tell you what, there's no way I could climb back on the back of that boat that fast.
He's shaking his head in dejection.
That's all right. Halfway.
Yeah,
halfway.
Cooper, you got 3 more days, buddy.
That's right. Runabout beginners are out there lining up right now for race number 6, our runabout beginner class, getting ready to rock and roll. Race number 5, Sports Spec, is underway, halfway through.
Now, we're not over yet, guys. Okay, Hendricks smells blood in the water. They're doing the separated starts. Skinny had a bobble. Hendricks actually is out front on the back stretch right now.
You're right.
So
watch this
coming around. It will be close, and we've got 1 lap. I believe they're going to hold 1 lap over. Pass for the lead. Pass for the lead. Here comes Hendricks. Big head of steam. Last lap. Skinny has the advantage. Hendricks is going to go to the outside, but now he's going to be on the inside. Skinny shuts the door on him. He's going to go to the outside again. Skinny does bobble right there. She bobbles. She bobbles.
Here he comes on the left.
They're together. They're together. Hendricks on the inside. He washes Skinny out. He washes her out for the lead on the last lap.
White flag is out there for Hendrick Smith. Skinny right behind him, though. Watch, she took a different box, though.
Skinny's on the outside split on the back section of the course. Hendrick's on the inside. He's been running it the last few laps, which is what's helped him catch back up.
It looks like he's got about a boat.
No. Skinny, something's up with Skinny Ski. Either she's getting tired, which I don't really believe. It's hot. I do believe that. But to ride that pace, those boys were pushing her. That's the best start I've seen her have all year, and those boys were pushing her the whole race. It came down to the last lap. She's making decisions on this inside-outside like we're talking about, and Hendricks put together one lap. It took one lap for him to gather everything up and get into that position.
Checkered flag is coming out right now. Checkered flag inside for Hendrick Smith. Looks back, arm comes up, attaboy, Hendrick Smith taking the checkered flag for a sports spec class.
And that is a JD Racing 232 in salvage boat.
There we are, Skinny coming in that unofficial second spot. We got Cooper out there coming on through on the backside. Look for that checkered flag as he comes to the backside of the option.
That ski came out of somebody's backyard with moss growing on it, folks.
Sometimes those moss skis are quick.
Yep.
All right, race number 6 is getting ready on the line. This is our runabout beginner class, our runabout stock. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skis getting ready for this one. That's Cooper Caldwell coming on through, taking the checkered flag in that unofficial third position for Sports Spec. Attaboy, Coop. That away. He come off his ski and came back on quickly and finishes up his race right there. We have a runabout beginner class getting ready to rock and roll down the line on the number 5 boat all the way right here. South Lake, Texas in the house. That's Mark's uncle out there on that green boat. That's Mark Gasnick.
On the 11, out of Montgomery, Texas, Ashley Sewell, Race Lab Performance.
On the number 11 boat, also from Houston, Texas, that's Bailey Galesman. That's Ashley's best friend out there racing it up with her.
Out of Quinlan, Texas, for Bentley Plumbing. He's back on the runabout. Number 22 is Javier Falcone.
On the number 38 from Haslett, Texas, Ashton Avery.
And on the 316 out of Round Rock, Texas, riding for the Quinn Brothers Construction, it is Kevin Quinn.
And on the 413 from Lakeway, Texas, that's Greg Sewell. This is our runabout beginner class getting ready to rock and roll here. Race number 7, start prepping your boats.
There's another racer coming in for the weekend. Wasn't here today, but it'll be with us tomorrow. I saw the Kateras. The Kateras are here. They'll be racing with us tomorrow. All of them. Casey Moore, Hendrick Smith, and Cooper Caldwell take a bow because I do believe that little bit of action right there amongst the three of you is a Race of the Day candidate.
Hey, Henny boy. Come here. Hendricks. Hendricks. I'm looking for you. All right, Charles.
Okay. We just got done with Sports Spec. We're on the line right now with beginner runabout. Race 7, Junior Ski Lights. Please come. That's Felix Jackson and Andrew. Please come to staging. Race 8 at the ready. Race 9, be thinking about it. Race 10, Vintage X2. Time is short.
Here we go. Runabout beginners coming off the line right now. We got Hendrick Smith over here going to tell me a little bit about that Sports Spec race. We'll let these guys come at least around the first lap. Get the. That's your.
Charles Ginchard, are we cooking with grease? Looks like a thumbs up. Oh, careful. Yeah. No, that would not be embarrassing, but I wouldn't want it to happen in front of me. All right, Drew and Joey got together, so tonight, instead of eating and partying, well, eating and having fun, they're going to be working on jet skis. That's okay. No. No, it's cooler to stand right now. Adrian? You have money for Adrian? Adrian owes me money. Adrian Fisk, if you come to the announcer's tent, you have a bounty. Somebody has put a bounty on you. You need to come collect. All right, looks like Andrew Vo on his two-stroke Superjet. Out front, behind him, Felix Martinenko on the UA7. Heating up for the weekend in Sports Spec, that is a payout class Saturday and Sunday. So as I was saying earlier, if you have a Yamaha Wave Blaster, or if you have a HX, or you have a Hurricane, we are paying out for Sports Spec this weekend. I believe the payout is $1,000, and you have a chance at that. Right now, Cooper and Hendricks and Skinny all have a shot at it, and Joey Malden is trying to get his Sports Spec HX reliable so he can go out there and vie at his chance for the money. Not the only payout class. I don't know. I have it on a screenshot on my phone on what the payout classes are. I believe Mark Marriott and Adrian Fisk are in a potential payout. And also a very tight points battle for regional champion in Pro-Am ski stock. Andrew Vo out front right now, also in contention in the classes he's in. He rides for Jettribe. I believe his dad is Tony. Tony Vo. Probably. Runabout. Which is race 8. Pro runabout Tim Miller, Pablo Pagan, and Mike. Mike has a last name. I need to know what it is. No, not Miller. Come on. Tim Miller, Pagro Pagan. Oh, Mike the Madman Gaskin. All right. I live with that. Take this time to read. I want to thank our sponsors, Jettribe Racing. We just mentioned Andrew's out there now. Jettribe. He's got all in the Jettribe. Naughty Water Racing. Mid-America Watercross Series, which we're here at. The city of Weatherford. Dale's Jet Sports. Vision Watercraft. Pro Watercraft Racing. Commander Industries. Leisure Pools. J. Caldwell Pools. Ants. The ants are real, folks. The ants are real. What worked for me is putting my stuff up on a table, and the ants went away. Not to say they can't climb up the table, but they didn't like the table, so they went away. So if you have a table or a chair, put it up in that, and the ants may go away. right. Andrew got that win. If he wants to come talk to us again after this race, he's certainly welcome to. Looks like we need one holder. Seth's going to run out the tent and go hold. Thank you, Sean. Sorry about that, said Seth. Sean. Drew, do you pay commission for part sales? You do? Do you trade? Joey Malden, come to the announcers tent. Joey Malden, come to the announcers tent. Okay, we are underway. We had to split. This was a bigger race, but we had to split it because two riders are sharing one boat. So this would be our big runabout race, but we had to split them up. So race 15, the last race of the day, would have been combined with this one. We got Tim Miller on the outside on that Jay Caldwell Pools Deplorable Racing Dean's team, GP 1800R. He's the number 37 coming around. He is going to get the whole shot. And behind him, Pablo Pagan on the Sea-Doo. I'm sorry, that's not a Sea-Doo. They're all HX. I mean, they're all GPs. So every ski in this class, GP 100, 1800Rs, I believe most of them have Works Racing sponsors or sponsons. That's pretty much what's out there now. All of them have a tune, and it could be from a various Riva, Dean Carrier, who else does tunes? Riva, Dean Carrier, Broward. Broward's good at tunes. JPRacing.com online is good at tunes. Brian Snyder does tunes. Tim Judge does tunes. And no, they don't sing. They put tunes on your watercraft to make them faster. But Tim Judge is a hell of a singer. Adrian, I don't know what that is, but it looks like a Snuggie, buddy. It's a schmock. Well, it looks like a Snuggie.
Guys, I haven't been saying as much as I did the last race. It's hot out here. I believe the temperature's above 100, and it's the heat of the day in the afternoon. 4:30 is the time. We're not doing so hot on moto stuff, but hold on. Okay, so I can share that on the microphone. If you're an online guy like me that, sells stuff online or tries to look and help people online to answer questions, I think the most frequent asked question about a lot of things in life, but specifically jet skis, is, I'm looking at this jet ski, and I'm wondering how fast will it go? That's the question. And in my opinion, the best answer that most people in the jet ski world say or respond to, and this is Jeff Wright like, okay? Jeff Wright's this type of guy. He usually puts these kind of things out there or says them, but here's the answer to that question. How fast does my jet ski go? Well, mine just went 85 behind my truck going down the highway. Can you beat that? Tim Miller with the Moto win. Vintage ski on the line. I believe the four-stroke kids are in front of you, though, or we're combining you with the four-stroke kids. Right now, I wish we could combine a few things to speed this up for y'all. But that was race 8. Race 9. Because we're scratching the bottom half of race 8. Race 9 is Junior Ski 10 to 12 four-stroke ski lights, which is the 2021 Super Jet. And we're going to introduce you to those riders right now. On the 41, out of Wichita, Kansas, riding for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, Dad, and Smith Racing, it is Tristan Hebert, number 41. Out of Plattsmouth, Nebraska, on the 319, it is Bentley Cox, 319. Out of Flower Mound, Texas, on the Yamaha, I believe that's Joe Barilski's Yamaha, that's Watercross of Texas, as Felix Martinenko 466. And out of Wichita, Kansas, on the Yamaha, it's Trent Cornett 627. Race 10, Vintage Everything, you are to staging. Race 11, to the ready. Race 12, start thinking about it. We are at 4:40, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races to go. So can we do 5 races in an hour and 20 minutes? I will take bets that we cannot. But if you think we can, come up here, and I will try my best to take your money. I got a lot of folks at home asking me how I'm doing. How do y'all think I'm doing? If the crowd can hear me, or you're listening, and you think I'm doing a good job, give me 2 thumbs up. Show of hands if you think I'm doing a good job. 2 thumbs up in the air. There's 2. There's 4. There's 6. 8. 10. 12. 14. 15. 16. Can we do 20? 17. 2 up on the tower. 18. 2 more. 2 more. Oh, 2 kids raise their hands. 20 thumbs up. 20 thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I need to ask if I'm doing a bad job and 2 thumbs down? What would I get? Oh, they're shaking their head. Don't do that. Okay. So my hometown misses me. And if you see me wearing purple this week, it's because the last time I was up here was for the state championship football game, which my team lost. So I'm bitter. South Oak Cliff. Ooh, Felix with the whole shot on the outside. Tristan on the inside chasing him down. Trent, way better start that time. So the folks from Port Neches has said you better wear your purple up there and remind them that Indians always fight, which we do. I'm no Indian, but my son is, and he fights. So, South Oak Cliff, maybe a rematch, maybe not. Liberty Hill, maybe a rematch, maybe not. It's
hot. It's hot. Race 10, vintage everything. The line is yours. Race 11 to staging. Race 11 to staging. Race 12, you're big. Race 12 is your big. You're the biggest race of the day. Race 12. Let's go ahead and get it. Adrian looks like a Jedi on the beach. Yeah. He actually looks one of the Jedi characters on the video games too. He could pull that off. Wii bowling, and Wii golf. Those are good TikToks. Felix Morninko on that Watercross of Texas, Joe Borilski Racing entry out front. Getting real used to riding the new Superjet. I know that in like the Pro-Am 4-stroke ranks, that's one of the skis eligible for it. And in my opinion, Felix is a little small for the 1500 still, so he fits well on the Superjet. Riding it well right now. Tristan Hebert trying to track him down. Trent Cornett behind Tristan. There's two new Superjets on a trailer bed setup. They'll probably be racing with us tomorrow. Number 515. They look like pro-level stuff with the sponsors on their side. Everybody here to qualify to get to World Finals. Some of the people don't have a chance to race on the West Coast, and there hasn't been an IJSBA race on the East Coast yet. Coming here to Texas to qualify. Felix finding some power on that Superjet, now gapping on Tristan. Oh. I think Ryan finally threw in the towel on the heat, but we certainly appreciate Ryan coming and tag teaming this with me today. I like Ryan. Ryan's got a real good perspective. He knows the riders very well. He has a lot of pride in his family. I mean, being a dad means a lot to him. He wears a shirt signifying he's a rad dad, which is a cool thing. I call myself Go Daddy to my son. I don't want to be dada or dad or father, as Darth Vader was, but I like GoDaddy. I ask him to call me that. I like him to say GoDaddy. If I was still racing, I'd hope that was something he'd say. Felix now 2 buoys ahead. I see Felix's dad down there looking. He's doing really good. Sorry about this, y'all. I didn't eat much lunch. I had a really good breakfast. Whataburger, which is something I usually don't eat. Let's see, white flag out. Felix in front. Tristan second. Trent third. And Bentley out of Nebraska, all the way from Nebraska.
All right, we'll introduce race 10 to you. We'll do it in reverse order from we did. So this is the X2 class. That's the skis that have the wide handlebars that they're standing side by side on. And on the 13 out of Big Spring, Texas, that is Steve Biddle, number 13. On the 17 out of Wichita, Kansas, that is Shannon Watson, 17. The 78, Noter 1 winner. Out of North Richland Hills, Texas, that's Drew Stallhut, 78. X2 Limited, these are the slower X2s, or the ones that don't sound quite as mad. On the number 1, Chad Connor out of Grapevine, Texas, riding for Watercross of Texas. And the 70 is Johnny Biddell out of Big Spring. In the Vintage 550 class, 2 riders. On the 24 out of Midland, Texas, Tim Hutchinson, 24. And on the 34 out of El Dorado, Kansas, riding for North American Health Providers, Dell's Jet Sports, Swanson Racing Team, and his mom, number 34, Jeff Wright. Second moto, same as the first. Drew Stallhut way out front on the X2. Jeff Wright in the lead on 550. Steve Beadle out there on the X2. Looks like he's got his stuff fixed. Johnny Beadle out there too.
Hey, Greg, great job, man. Great job in your moto. Yep, over here under the tent. Yeah, I know. We appreciate you. Race 10 is over. Race 11 on the line. Race 12 to staging. And they're off. I see 2 pink life jackets out front. So, yes, this is one of the Hendricks Brothers races. 4-stroke Superjet. Tristan Hebert back out there, lemon helmet. So it looks to me like Hagen, unless that's pink shorts. That's Hagen. No, that's Hendricks out front. And this is race 11, right? Race 12. Race 12. There's a lot of you. It is yo time to shine. Race 12 to the line. All right. It looks like Hendricks out front and that Commander with the Superjet engine in it. I believe that's Trent Cornett on it now. We can find out. There's a list with people's names on it. Mike Millhills, he's out there. And, yes, Trent Cornett, he's out there. And Tristan Hebert's out there. Joe Barilski's out there. Hendrick Smith is out there. And, Travis Falanga. Hey, buddy, 021. So Travis Falanga's out of El Reno, Oklahoma on the 021. 107 is Hendrick Smith. He's out of Liberty Hill riding for Pro Watercraft Racing, Austin Jet Skier, Smith Optics, Factory Jettribe. Joe Barilski on the 466. He rides for Watercross of Texas and TCS Marine. Tristan Hebert on the 41 Superjet. He rides for Big Fish Bail Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, his dad, and Smith Racing. Mike Millhills, he's out there, My Hills. And Trent Cornett on the 322. Race 12, runabout 1100 open, runabout rec lights, sport open, and amateur runabout 4-stroke lights. You are up. So sport open, rec lights, runabout, vintage runabout 800, 1100 to the line. Hendrick's having a time with that Commander. Cornett bobbles a little bit. Hendricks knows it now. He looked behind him. Tristan, that bright yellow helmet there in the back, And then somebody else out there has a yellow helmet. Oh, it's Barilski. That's Barilski that's got that same color helmet. All right, Hendrick Smith out front. Mike Millhill's going in front of us now. There's Tristan Hebert going in front on the 41. Then that's Joe Barilski right behind him. Believe they're holding up the 2 to go. I can't quite see under the 10. Oh, halfway. They're holding up halfway. Brian holding up the halfway. Terry's also up in the tent. Let's see. Gitchard. We good? Yeah, he's thumbing up. Well, I'm doing good on water, guys. I think I've got 4 or 5 left, so I'll have to re-up for tomorrow. Race 12 making their way to the line now. Race 12 is a lot of runabouts. Also Sport Open. Really excited for Chad Comer. I spoke with him during the break. He bought that Watercross of Texas HX. And he's working on getting it in shape and looking forward to seeing it in the open class. The open class has a whole lot of potential. There's a lot of sport boats out there, a lot of motors out there. They still make all the conversion parts to swap them over. ADA can quickly swap a Yamaha engine into a Blaster or an HX. And Brad Dudes still has conversion available for the HX and the Blaster for a Kawasaki 1100. And Ross Motorsports, which is the conversion I have, for the HX and the Blaster to convert over to Kawasaki 1100. Honey, there are ants everywhere. Ants could get under your feet and carry you off at this place. I know it's a little late in the afternoon, but if you need a pop-up, Casey Moore has a pop-up she's selling. She also has a 2-wheel Aquacart Dolly for sale. All right, they're finishing up race 11. I believe Hendrick Smith comes away with another moto win. We're going to introduce the riders to you in race 12, run about 1100 open, one rider. Out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, it is Taylor Grunwald on the Sea-Doo on runabout 1100 800 X4. So this is the older Sea-Doos out of Omaha, Nebraska on the number 14. Cole 11th Hour Martin. And out of Plattsmouth, Nebraska on the 319. I believe that's the white boat. That's Sean Cox. Thank you. So 1 through 6 final results. There are final results of the motos today, races 1 through 6. You are posted on the hauler, the Jettribe hauler. If you want to know how you finished today, you're welcome to go and see. Races 6 through 12 will be coming up shortly. Thank you, Miss Sean T, for telling me that. Let's see, where were we? Okay, Runabout Rec Lights, Sea-Doo Sparks Yamaha EX out of Montgomery, Texas. Race Lab Performance sponsored. The 1-1 of Ashley Swell 11. Out of North Richland Hills, riding for Vision Watercraft. It's the 22 of Drew Stallhut 22. Out of Fort Smith, Arkansas, on the Spark. It's the 32 of Josh Teague 32. Out of Haslett, Texas, on the 38, it's Ashton Avery 38. On the 193, out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for John Caldwell Pools, Deplorable Racing, Jettribe, it's Cooper Caldwell 193. And out of Granville, Illinois, on the Yamaha, boat number 279, it is Eric Grinwald 279. And in Sport Open, these are the smaller boats that sound really mad. They actually won the moto earlier. On the 69 out of Kaufman, Texas, he rides for Greener Grass Racing. That is Joey Malden 69. And out of Grapevine, Texas, on the Sea-Doo, that's the HX I just talked about. Rides for Watercross of Texas, that's Chad Connor 747. And combined with this moto, he's in Sport GP, not Sport Open. It is the white and black 111 of Billy Dearman 111. And he rides for Judge Motorsports and Dearman Properties. And Jet Pilot. All right, starter goes down the line. Are you ready, sir? I am. Are you ready, sir? I am. Are you ready, sir? I am. I'm ready, too. They're next to me. It's two to go. Nope. Somebody needs something. Are you ready? Look up. Band pops. Acceleration happens. Joey Malden got a great start. Joey Malden told me the last race they had an exhaust coupler split, crack, or not be real anymore. Hole, however you want to say. And they replaced it. Joey's been doing the beach combing for parts today. He's looked for parts for his HX, and he's looked for parts for his blaster, but he's able to find them. Dearman gets around him. Billy Dearman on the outside. That's the 111 Wave Blaster 3 or Euro Blaster. He is the first moto, is going to get the whole shot off the second moto as well. Cooper Caldwell on the EX is going to come around and look over his shoulder for Joey. Joey's right there. Cooper knows that he's not racing in his class, so he's not going to hurt Joey, but he's going to make sure he keeps his line clean. The Sea-Doos are doing a lot better on this start. They didn't let everybody go. They started with, so they're right next to Drew Stallhut there. So you got a Sea-Doo X4 with an 800 motor, or a 951 motor even maybe, with a Spark with a four-stroke motor. Good racing going on out there. Billy Dearman out front, Cooper Caldwell in second, Joey Malden in third. We got a rider down on the outside of the course. That's one of the Sparks. It looks like Josh Teague went down on the backside of the course. Billy Dearman sees it. He's going to go to the outside to avoid it. Cooper Caldwell sees it. He's going to probably follow Billy Dearman. Oh, they're red flagging it. They're red flagging it. Red flag on the race course. Red flag. EMT. Be ready, buddy. Racers back to the line. We didn't get halfway on that, so we will re-rack you and restack you and start you over. If someone's on the radio, please tell the course marshal escorting the person back that the EMTs are responding on the end of the pit, on the end of the beach. He's heading that way now. The ranger with the backboard across the back is where he needs to go to respond. EMTs are there ready. It's true. So I'm up here. Usually we don't talk during these times, but we'll be okay. A lot of folks are up here asking. So what I'm explaining to them is general enough to say there's an altercation on the course, and one of the riders is unable to continue. And in that case, that's why we ask you to raise your hand in the riders meeting. If you're not able to continue, don't raise your hand. We have response people out there. They'll get you to the shore. We have response people on the shore that will be able to look at you. If it's a bruise or a cut or anything, they can handle that. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it could. And that's why you always thank an EMT member. You always thank a firefighter. And if you're ever in any kind of trouble, you go to an EMT person or a firefighter. That's why they wear a uniform. That's the duty they chose to take. And they can help you feel better. They can help you. They can help you through your ails. So looks like the rider is going to go get some extra attention, but he is off the course. And the course marshals are getting everything reset on their ski. The red flag did just get put up. Brian, is the red flag put up? Is it back on the stand, or are you holding it? It's up. Okay, well, I mean, we're under red flag condition, but okay, I got you. Well, it lets me know if you're going to get ready to get back going. I don't want to tell these guys something we're not ready for yet. I got to hold this microphone all day. Correct. So we need a little bit of business to finish up here real quick. We got to get everybody back in place. Riders, you already looked like you're racked and restacked. Sean. Sean can tell you if you can go back in your exact place or if the rule is you line up where you were classed. There's a few unique rules here that it could be a full restart or it could be a restart by position, meaning wherever you were stacked on the last lap counted before the red flag flew. That is how you will line back up, where you don't lose a position or gain a position. It's fair. So we'll get our rider checked out. We'll get everybody back into position, and we will continue racing. The time is 5:22. I want to thank you for all the diligent work to get us back on time. It will go better through the week. We won't have as much practice, and everybody's going to be used to these conditions. It's not going to get any cooler, though, guys. It's still going to be hot. The heat is on. Racers in this moto, come to the beach and talk to me. Racers in this moto, come to the beach. Talk to me. I'm in the purple shirt. Riders in this moto, riders in Moto 12, make your way to the beach to talk to me. We gotta talk.
Everybody on me! Everybody on me! You're a rider in this moto! Everybody on me! Stop yelling! The sales go through me, yes. But I don't make any money off of it. All the money goes to charity.
So everybody where you started is 1, and when you come around again is 2. I believe you were coming around for 3, so some people got counted for 3, and then the red flag started. Okay? Okay. So say that again for everybody walking up. You were counted in positions for at least 2 laps on that. Only 1. All right. So what we say have you now is a full restart. Full book. We can do that. Correct. Everybody good with that? We can leave it that way and say that way. Brian, did you hear that? Brian, did you hear? It's going to be full restart. It's still up to you to cut laps. So if you want to, it's a restart. Doesn't matter. If you want to cut laps, that's your call. They still have to get back into position. The paramedics still have to get back in place. Course marshal, but it's going to be a full restart. We're not going to stack anybody up in any particular order. We're just going to go again. We didn't make halfway. Restart them.
let's give him a big round of applause. Action Jackson coming off the ski out there. Attaboy. We'll let him rest up a little bit. That's what it's all about. That's why everyone here is safe. Keep everyone safe. We're going to get our rack lights back on.
Rack, restack. Let's do it again. Holders to the line. Charles, you going to get the feed back up? You're up? You're hot? All right. Well, here, pan over to me. I'll wave. So I know you've been watching the live stream. We want to definitely thank you. I'm down here on the line. It's pretty cool that well, so much for that. That the microphone works down here. Welcome if you're watching online. I'll take it. Welcome if you're watching online. This is the Mid-America Naughty Water Racing finale for the region. We're here on Thursday in beautiful Weatherford, Texas. You're currently tuned in to Race 12, which is a combo race of runabouts, Sport Open, Sport GP, and Sport Rec Lights. It's our biggest class of the day, so thank you for tuning in. We want to thank our sponsors, Jettribe, Naughty Water Racing, Leisure Pools, J. Call Pools, Commander, Pro Watercraft Racing, Charles Ginchard Photography for the online feed, C4 Photography for the pictures we'll get this weekend. And if you're interested in sponsoring our series, we're certainly welcome to have you. Contact Terry Hebert or Justin Smith for that. If he pans across the crowd, we've got a really neat race venue here with a long beach available to pit right by the water. All of our haulers and pit vehicles and campers are up on this nice bluff with an improved road. And you've got pit available since it's sloped like this. Everything on the back can see over the tents on the front. It's a picturesque scene. It's a neat place. I think we're going to continue to do it here. So if you have the opportunity to pack up your stuff and head this way, we're racing for 3 more days. There'll be payout classes in the pro class in the sports spec class. With us. Holders to the line. Do we need a holder auction? Holders to the line. How many holders do we need? I see 1. Is there 2? 2 holders needed? Just 1. 1 holder needed. And they're coming. Darn it. I like auctioneering. Give me 1 holder. Yeah. Yeah, I can't walk past this thing right here. Four laps. We got Cooper Caldwell on the EX. We got Ashley Sewell on the EX. We got Drew Stallhud on the Spark. We got Josh Teague on a Spark. We got Billy Dearman on the Blaster 3 Judge Motorsports. We got Chad Comer on the Sport Open HX. We got Joey Malden on the Open Blaster. And we are Green Flag Racing. Ryan, are you hot? Billy Dearman, same as before, back out front on that 111 Judge Motorsports Dearman Properties Wave Blaster 3. He's in the Sport GP class. Billy, a Tour Pro on Sport Spec and Sport GP. Billy Dearman with the whole shot. Joey Malden on the outside behind him in second. Cooper Caldwell on the EX in third. Chad Comer on that Watercross of Texas HX in fourth. The Sea-Doos, the vintage Sea-Doos, got a much better start this time against the Sparks. Ashley Sewell coming across. Josh Teague. Right now, you can throw a blanket over everybody in the classes. Meanwhile, Billy Dearman way out front. That Judge Motorsports power showing its force out there today. Joey Malden also in that Wave Blaster 1 with a Judge Motorsports motor in it. Race 13. Race 13 to staging. Race 14. Race 14 to ready. Race 15. Race 15. Start thinking about it. 4 laps. I believe this is the second one, so we may receive the cross flags. Not quite sure. Don't see him. But Billy Dearman's coming around. The wind is starting to pick up. He sees that, so he's adjusting that Blaster 3 to it. Billy Dearman doing really, really good on the horseshoe. The horseshoe's been a challenge for riders today. That Wave Blaster 3 taking it very, very well. Joey Malden on the Wave Blaster 2. You'll hear it and see it bounce a little bit more. Cooper Caldwell on the EX. You'll also see it bounce a little bit going through the horseshoe. Drew Stallhut making a pass. Oh, and he dumps the Sea-Doo behind him. Didn't shut the door, went through on the outside. A little ripple on the inside there caught who Drew Stallhut just passed. Ashley Sewell sees it. Now she's going through the horseshoe. Justin told me the horseshoe part of the course appropriate for Weatherford, Texas. The people that were telling me the Weatherford is the cutting and roping capital of Texas for rodeo. Fort Worth, the rodeo capital of Texas. Home of the famous stockyards. Race 13 to staging, race 14 to the ready, race 15, start thinking about it, and that will conclude our program for this afternoon. Want to thank all of our sponsors, City of Weatherford, Tavern on the Lake, John Caldwell Pools for helping organize this event. Sea-Doo's doing way, way better in the afternoon, and when I say the Sea-Doos, I mean the Vintage X4 Sea-Doos, holding down 4th in this moto right now. In the first moto, they elected to let everybody go and race up through. And they ended up doing about the same. They ended up about the same place. So the Vintage Sea-Doos holding their own with the Sparks and the EXs. Here comes Chad Connor on that 1100 HX, putting a pass on Josh Teague. That's an HX versus a Spark. Chad going around on the inside of the horseshoe. Here comes Billy Dearman for the checkered flag. I owe him some parts before he leaves, so he'll get with me. Joey Malden behind him. Same class. No, I'm sorry, different class. Billy Dearman in the Sport GP class and Joey Malden in the Sport Open. Joey Malden riding a stock hull with a conversion motor. Billy Dearman is riding a conversion or an aftermarket hull with a conversion motor. Cooper Caldwell finishing first. Drew Stallhut coming across. We thank everybody for their patience on this one. We had a little bit of delay, but we made our way through it and got it done. I'm going to go back to the shade. As they say, I've got it made in the shade. That is true today and probably for the weekend. Sir, that's riding in style right there. Y'all coming from the house, just coming to hang down and see the races this afternoon? Yeah, we'll come back tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. We'll be here. People in Weatherford, Texas, there's a community, there's a neighborhood in front of this park, so people in the community are choosing to ride in their golf carts down to the park and watch the races today. Thank you so much. Breathe hard walking up this hill. Probably sound like Jabba the Hutt out there trying to race right now. Race 13. Let's introduce you to the riders on the 41 out of Wichita, Kansas.
Big Fish Bail Bonds, Naughty Water Racing, Dad, Smith Optics. It's the 41 of Tristan Hebert, 41. On the 160, out of Silver Spring, Texas, riding for Jettribe. Andrew Vo, 160. And on the 184, out of Fort Worth, Texas, it is Scott Champion. Race 14, Ski Pro-Am GP. It's the fast guys, Master Ski. The starting line is yours. Race 15, last race of the day, race 15, 2 stages. Standing on that starting line is a commitment. Race 13 is on the line now, or I'm sorry, is on the water. We'll give you that rundown. Looks like Andrew Vo right there coming across the start-finish line now. Tristan Hebert behind him. We have a rider down on the back stretch of the course. That looks like Scott Champion. That's a cool name, by the way. Race 14, the starting line is yours. We need you headed that way. Race 15, we also need you. Race 15 will be the last race of the day. The course marshals will come in. The scores will come down. Time is up for race 1 through 6, final results. Miss Shanti is going to work on 6 through 15 later, and they'll be posted. We will continue tomorrow. Race number 14, doing well and getting on the line. Right now, we're looking at Scott Champion coming through the back
part of the splits right here. He's about to come around. Behind him is Andrew Vo. He's on the 160, so this is Scott coming across here. He's got that number 4. It says partzilla.com on the side. And Andrew Vo, he's coming around right now. He's got Jettribe on the side of his ski. And then behind them is Tristan Hebert. Let's see. Did they come across for the checker? Yeah, there's Andrew. So we'll introduce race 14 to you. We'll go in reverse order. On the 410 out of Sulphur Springs, Texas. He has sponsors, but he didn't tell us. He's one of our staff members today. That is Brian Snyder. Snyder 410. On the 93. That's the ski that's painted like the Gulf. It's the light blue and orange. He's out of Altus, Oklahoma. That is Don Cope. Don Cope, 93. On the 51 out of Liberty, Missouri, that's the ski that looks like the Farthing Racing ski because it was once. That is Michael Williams. Michael Williams, 51. He was in the last race. He's classed in this race, so we won't talk about him. But on the 107 out of Liberty Hill, Texas, riding for Pro Watercraft Racing, Factory Jettribe, Smith Optics, Diesel Tech, Austin Jet Skier, and Watercross of Texas, it's Hagen Smith. Smith, 107. Out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for Leisure Pools, Deplorable Racing, Country Power Sports, JD 232 Racing, Watercross of Texas, Dean's Team, and Jettribe. It's Moneyman Tim Miller. Tim Miller, 37. And on the 10, out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, he rides for Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports, Utility Block Company, Jet Trim, Jettribe, Flow Vision. It's Jeremy Poper. Poper, number 10. And that rounds your Pro-Am Ski GP, Ski Masters, and Veterans Ski GP Combo Moto. Oh, and JP, I'm sorry, JP. You're on this list. You must be up at the very top. On the 91, out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Bullet.com, BulletRacing.com. It is JP Gasparoni. Gasparoni, 91. Anna Glennon, Jet Girl, are you up and good for racing to continue, or are you still working? Thank you, Jeremy Poper, for that sound of excellence. Tim Miller getting the best jump of the day on that Commander GP1. JP Gasparoni a little asleep at the line. I think it was planned. We've got Poper and Miller in a drag race. JP coming up. They're all on the inside, so we're going to look at one white buoy. It's Tim Miller out front. Two white buoys. Tim Miller still out front. Tim Miller coming out front so far. JP and Poper behind him on the outside. Is that Adrian or is... No, it's Brian Snyder. So Tim Miller on the inside split. Brian Snyder on the outside split. It looks to me like Brian Snyder, full head of steam, will not get the whole shot. Tim Miller, whole shot, 37. Jay Caldwell Pools, Deplorable Racing. Brian Snyder, Jettribe Racing, Naughty Water Racing, second place. Jeremy Poper, Leisure Pools, Peak Power Sports, third place. And out of Lake Havasu City, Arizona, on the Bullet is JP Gasparone. Looks like Adrian Fisk in third on the 35. Mark Marriott right behind him on the 57. Hagen Smith on the 107. Hagen a little bobble there. Don Cope on the 93 behind Hagen, and Michael Williams behind Don. Tim Miller putting it together. Tim
riding that Commander more committed this season. Just put a whole heap of work into it all week, even late last night, to get it finished for today's races. If Brandon BP Concepts is listening, you did a wonderful job on the wrap. Ski's beautiful as always. I call it the, I've called it many names, but the end is the banana. I'm changing it this week into the mutant banana because it looks so mutated. Now here comes Poper. Poper's going to take the lead on the inside. Miller's not going to give it up that easy. They're going to drag race into it. Miller shuts the door. Poper shuts the door on Miller. Miller comes back for the inside. Jeremy Poper, your new leader. Tim Miller moves to second. JP Gasparone holds third. Brian Snyder now falling back to fifth. Adrian Fisk getting around him. Mark Marriott now working on him. Hagen Smith behind Mark Marriott, looking to get in the mix with the race per position for Brian Snyder. Don Cope in his own class. Michael Williams in his own class. Jeremy Poper in command out front on the Commander. That's why they call it that. But the Commander is Steve Webster. I'm hoping he's watching his products today run around the course. I know he will throughout the weekend. Hello, Steve. We certainly wish you were here, and you may be on your way. You never know. You're good at delivering boats around this time of year. I know you're busy, but we certainly appreciate your products. We enjoy watching them race. Jeremy Poper coming around. Tim Miller behind him. Now JP Gasparone going to take a page out of Poper's book. And he goes down. He has a bobble. Tim Miller sees it. He's going to be able to race in front of him, but here he comes. Tim Miller shuts the door on JP Gasparone. JP gets a full head of steam around the horseshoe, gets in front of him. JP, a Lake Havasu City regular, a lot of hours at Body Beach. I believe he rode the West Coast Watercross with Deegan Newton's series 2 weekends ago. JP very interested in a national championship. He told me that he living in Lake Havasu, having race conditions every day is something foreign to us. We have to travel for race conditions, but they get it at home every day. So Jeremy Poper also rides with a lot of elite people in New Mexico. The Trevino's, for instance, they're very fast. And the Cantolas up in Colorado, Peak Power Sports, are also very fast. So they have a good group of core racers that they practice with. That's why they're fast. JP, has the likes of Chris Hagest and Mark Klippenstein, people that live in Lake Havasu City that ride, in the afternoons after they get off work. Tim Miller races with us. This is where his ride time comes from. Adrian Fisk also uses the races. Mark Marriott just races anywhere he can successfully drive to on time and enter. Hagen finished up college in Tennessee and came back to Texas and has been racing with us ever since. Brian Snyder, same thing. When he can make it to the races, he comes. Don Cope comes all the way from Oklahoma. And Michael Williams there comes all the way from Missouri. You're watching the Pro Ski GP, or amateur veterans and masters. I believe Michael Williams is 70 years old out there on a Commander. Jeremy Poper taking the white flag. JP Gasparone, which it's kind of he had a sleepy start. I wouldn't say it was a bad start. That bullet showing a lot of acceleration on the start, got up even with Miller and Poper. And as Miller and Poper battled for the lead, JP stood back and watched, maybe waiting to capitalize. And once Jeremy got around Tim, he knew that he needed to do the same. Tim's not that easy to pass, so it took a couple of laps. Jeremy Poper knows that, so used that to his advantage to gap JP. And as the white flag flies and we come around to the finish, Jeremy put together 2 really good motos today. So congratulations to the Povers and Leisure Pools team. Race 15, which is a split of Pro-Am runabout. This is amateur runabout. 4 riders, Cooper Caldwell, Kyle Robinson, Greg Sewell, and that will be our concluding race of the day. I'll do an outro for Mr. Ginchard after the race is over to sign us off. And as you pick up, please be mindful of the trash you created. It is still your trash. It is no longer your trash once you put it in a trash can. That's a rule we say at my job. It's everybody's trash until it makes it into a trash can. So we'd be very appreciative that you pick up your trash, your neighbor's trash, the trash that just blows in. That was a hard-fought race. All of them are coming exhausted. That was a high-paced race right there. All right, we're going to go back to race 8. Because that's who is out there. Tyler Gaskin on the 22. That's a GP or an FX. I can't really tell from here. And on the 24, he swam last moto. He's going to stay on this moto. That's Kyle Robinson. He's out of Lago Vista, Texas. On the 413, he won the beginner class. He's here in the Pro-Am Runabout Stock class out of Lakeway, Texas. It's Greg Sewell. And on the 193, the big black boat, out of Fort Worth, Texas, riding for John Caldwell Pools, Deplorable Racing, Jettribe, it's Cooper Caldwell. This is the last race of the day, folks. This is the last race of the day. Please remember, we are guests in this town. Pick up your trash. Take your tents down. Try to be as friendly as possible to the sand and surf. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. We're ready. Bam Pops Acceleration. We are Green Flag Racing. Cooper Caldwell on the outside lane. Greg Sewell on the inside lane. So Greg will take 3 white buoys. Cooper will take... Uh-oh. We had one miss. Oh, no, the boat got away from him. The boat got away from him. That's okay. He gathered it back. Cooper on the outside, Greg Sewell on the inside. It looks like Cooper's going to come through with that one. And he does. Hole shot goes. No, excuse me. We have somebody check out already? We sure do. It's not. It is Kyle. Kyle goes down again. Kyle Robinson. That's Tyler Gaskin on the 22 with the hole shot in front of Cooper Caldwell. Their boats look a lot alike in the afternoon sun. Cooper going to take that inside split on the outside section of the course. That is a handful, folks, and a mouthful. If you were sitting next to the ski, it'd be a spray full. Tyler Gaskin out front. It's going to be a yellow flag to get past Kyle there. Oh, and Gaskin goes down. Yard sale in the same spot. Cooper Caldwell inherits the lead. You know, looking at it this morning, I really thought the horseshoe was going to be the challenge of the day, but that
that coming off the backstretch, that white and red buoy back there, you're looking at the backstretch, that's, I would guess, a football field and a half of distance. It could be longer, but from the judge of here, that looks to be about a football field and a length half. So these skis, for instance, can get into the mid-80s, and you're asking to be mid-80 miles an hour to shut down, slow to about 10 to 15 miles an hour and make that corner. And that's why these young men are flying off these boats like that, because you're asking a whole lot of gravity to be on your side, and let's just face it, gravity always wins. There's Tyler back on his boat. Only lost 2 positions. He's now in 3rd behind Greg Sewell. Cooper Caldwell out in the lead. Kyle Still, he's back to his boat, but he hasn't got back underway yet. Again, as you pack up, we want to please remind you to pick up your trash. Please be as friendly to the beach and the park as possible. Do not leave your tents with the canopies on them. They will blow away. I've seen it every time it happens. Cooper Caldwell in the lead, and Tyler Gaskin 3rd, Greg Sewell 2nd. Kyle Robinson did get going again, so we're going to dock him. I believe he's 3 laps down, but he's in 4th. That's Tyler going across there. He's out of Colorado, so I'm sure he's a peak power sports rider. Most of them are. Cooper Caldwell is a deplorable racing rider. Vision Watercraft, County Power Sports, Jettribe, Dean's team. The time, I'm curious about that too. How much ever 6 did we do? Hey, it's 6:03. So even with that, we were still desirable time. And as we exit, we want to remind you that you are a guest, and some of you are hometown to the city of Weatherford. So if you're hometown and you know good secrets about this town, please share them with the out-of-towners. If you want to come tell me where there's really good barbecue, I'll listen to you. The Rangers have already played today, so missed out on that. Live music, Texas country in particular. Restaurants, I passed a Cajun place on the way here. And the tavern, I mean, you can smell it now. Comes Greg Sewell for the 1 lap or 2 laps left. Want to say that's Hendricks up there on the tower scoring. Huh? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I said I was going to do that too. Yeah. If you need to re-register for tomorrow, you also try to do it online. But if you have to do it in person. We accept cash, credit card, and free jet skis. All right. Believe that's the 2 laps to go. The white flag's coming out. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Thank Ryan. He did a really good job, too, especially for you. He likes saying your name. He takes enthusiasm in saying your name, Drewski. I'm not going to do that. Drew over here thanking me for announcing today. I've actually received a lot of thanks from you guys. I definitely feel appreciated here. Like I said, I've been around this sport since I was 8 years old. Whether I watch it on TV or participate in it or try to enhance it with announcing it, it's close to my heart. All right. One lap as Cooper comes around. He'll get the checkered flag. Race 15, out of nowhere, Cinderella story. 5:30 that awakens this morning to a victory for Cooper Caldwell this afternoon. Cooper, our early bird today, and a candidate 2 different times for race of the day. Comes Greg Sewell across, and we're going to wait Tyler to finish, then we'll do a sign-off. So what do y'all think? A round of applause. We'll do a 1, 2, 3. Does folks think that the Jeremy Poper, Tricia Poper, Mark Marriott, and Adrian Fisk race was the race of the day? Round of applause. Pretty good. Pretty good. Does people think that the Sports Spec, Casey Moore, Cooper Caldwell, Hendrick Smith was the race of the day? Round of applause. Ah, a little bit more, a little bit more. And last, the Superjet, the 2-stroke Superjet face-off between the Hendricks brothers, Hagan and Hendricks. Do y'all think that was the race of the day? Oh, judges, Ryan, I think Sports Spec. I think Sports Spec takes the cake today. Everybody here? Everybody good? Yeah? I can't walk much past this, but let me clear this mule here. Yeah. So, got to say a huge thanks to Charles Ginchard Photography. He's not only doing our live stream and producing our show today, he's also participating in a race. One of the races you just heard me announce was candidate for race of the day. He was in it, so great job on race of the day. Thank you for all the technical support with us. We want to say that we're in Weatherford, Texas. We're wrapping up round 1 of the Naughty Water Mid-America Challenge. We have one more round of racing for region tomorrow. Be tuning into us. Are we going to be doing morning down or afternoon up? Don't know. Okay. We'll get to you. Stay tuned. We want to thank our sponsors, Naughty Water Racing, Jettribe Racing, Dale's Jet Sports, Right Now Motorsports, J. Caldwell Pools, Leisure Pools, Commander Industries, Pro Watercraft Industries, Watercross of Texas, all the racers, all the families, all the spectators, everybody watching at home. Good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.